Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Oston back again with another simple tutorial. So in this simple tutorial I'm going to show you how you can create gradient backgrounds using CSS. Then this is a beginner friendly tutorial, so in case you already know, that's cool. So this is a simple markup. I just have a div with a class of container, and inside it we have 4 divs with a class of box. And then I have 2 files, index.html and style.css. I went ahead and I linked the style.css file in the head section. And when we are to open that right now, this is the simple style that is inside. So I went ahead and removed all the padding and margin on the body. So this is it here. Then for the container, I just used the grid to display like this. These 4 divs with a class of box. So I just created 4 columns for them using the display grid. Then that's not part of a tutorial. The most important part that we need to concentrate on is this class of box. Remember, every div that has the class of box will be receiving these stylings. So I just gave them a width of 100 pixels, height of 150 pixels, then margin top just to push them from the top to here of 250 pixels. Then the background color I just set to #33, which gave us this dark gray. And let's now create the gradient background that I'm talking about. Then to create a gradient background, we use the background image property. So at first I was also surprised to see that the property for inserting images is also used for this effect. So in case you are inserting images, you will come and put the uniform resource locator here or the link to that image, and they will display the image on the body. But right now we can also use this same property to create a gradient background by writing this. So you write linear dash gradient, and this one will take in 3 values. So the first one, I'm just going to write words. The first one will be the position, so where you want this effect to run from. Then also you put a comma there. Then the color from, so just write color from, the color from which you want to start running the effect from. Then also the color too, so the one you want it to blend in it too. So these are just words, I have just put them there for you to understand. So the first value will be the position. So where do you want this linear or the gradient effect to run from? So we shall say to bottom. So it will start from top to bottom. So we want this to run to bottom. So that's the position that we have set. Then from which color? So color from. Then we shall say we want it to run from this dark gray color. Then to which color? Then we say to white. And this is the effect that we shall be having. So it's running from this to bottom, and it's starting from the dark gray that you're seeing here and fading into white. As you can see, it's very simple. So if you follow the text that I gave you, this is how you create the linear gradient or the gradient backgrounds. You start with the position of the effect, then the color you want it to start from, and the color you want it to fade into. So that's what we are having. Now for the position, you can go around and play with it. You can say bottom right, and this will be the effect. So it will start from the top left corner to the bottom right hand side, so fading into white. You can say left, and if you do the reverse, you start from here to here. Very simple. You can also do top, and this is how it will be looking like, and put just top alone, and it will be the opposite of the other one that we created at first. So as you can see, it's a simple effect. Then let us just take it back to bottom. So having this will give you that effect. Now you're wondering, why are we still having this background color of this dark gray? So in case the user visits your website and they don't support this property, so the website or the browser will cancel out this property and they will be seeing this. So we leave this to act as a fallback in case things don't go right when the user's browser doesn't support the gradient property. But right now this is up to date, it supports it, and I will display this. So you leave this as a backup in case the user's browser doesn't support this rule down here. Very simple, but still there are more steps that you need to take. Right now you can stop the tutorial here, but there are more steps that you need to take to ensure that each and every browser that visits your website will still get the same effect. So I'm going to get some simple code here and I explain it from top to bottom. So I'm going to carry this code. I hate copying and pasting, but for the sake of this tutorial I just want it to be short and simple. Let's paste it here. So this was the old way of creating these gradient backgrounds. Let me put a comma here. So this was the old, oh, I missed a bracket here, sorry. So this was the old way of creating these linear gradient backgrounds. As you can see, it was somehow, back then it was simple, but it can be complicated to a beginner. So here you just write web prefix gradient, then you pass in the linear, the positions, left top, left bottom, then you specify from which color. You write from, it was like comparison, you write from, then you put the color that you wanted to start with, then to which color, so to white. So this was the old way of creating these gradient backgrounds. Then this was also now the web prefix outdated way of creating them, and this is the Opera way, outdated way of creating those gradient backgrounds. This is the Microsoft way, outdated way, and the Mozilla outdated way. So you have to put these at first and then put the modern one last. So in case having this code, no matter which browser that the user will be using on your website, they will still get the same effect because we have put these fallback options, the web prefixes. So in case a user comes on your website with an old web browser, then still everything will be okay having this code in place. So I hope it's not confusing. It's very simple. What you just need to do, can even copy so it and paste it in your project, so long as you replace the colors with the colors that you're working with. So it's the same even if you go anywhere, it always be the same. So these are put there as fallbacks in case this doesn't work. So guys, hope this tutorial was educative and useful to you. Please, if so, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll always see you in next tutorials. Peace.